Hi there, Steve here from Stanford Skiing. It's the 23rd, Sunday the 23rd of March. I've got a feeling this will be the last snow report of the season. We're coming towards the end of the season now, and you can tell by the weather, and you look around, there's quite a lot of green. We can tell we're getting towards the end of the season, but the great news is you can still ski all the way down to Henry Sport, which is great. It means you can get home, and they've got a decent thickness of piste down that way. They tend to recoup a lot of the snow from the edges and put it onto the piste where they can, so that the piste lasts even longer. So last Sunday, looking back to that, we had that fantastic covering of snow. We had the great conditions that we talked about in the snow report. On Monday morning we had a bright and crisp morning. It was below zero through the night, which meant the snow got some time to settle and reform again. We went out as a group and skied on the Rochebrune side, which is just over this way behind us, and we stopped and regrouped just near a place that we call Narnia, where you go through the trees, and it's just a beautiful place. On Wednesday we went over towards the Apollo lift. You can see there's some bare patches in the background, but generally all the slopes and the piste are in quite good condition over that way. Yesterday, that was Saturday, yep. So we had the back-to-back freestyle over at Côte 2000. Again, you follow the ridge of Rochebrune along and you end up at Côte 2000. There was the back-to-back freestyle competition is basically where there's a bunch of young people with very young knees. They're flying off jumps that are much too high to compete for 25,000 euros worth of prize money. As forecast through the night at the start of the week, we had the cold temperatures that helped the snow. Unfortunately, as the week went on, the nighttime temperatures rose, which made things that little bit heavier when you set off in the morning. That said, if you went higher, the temperatures were cooler through the night, so there was still some great skiing to be had. We were getting above the Caboche, just over that way, and we basically tried to stay above there all day, and as long as you do that, then it's generally not too bad, even in the spring conditions. The afternoons got heavier, but the mornings we got some great skiing in. If we look ahead at this week, we're expecting some precipitation, nothing major. The temperature's on a downward trend, which is good to lead into the last week of the season. At this point, it's forecasting maybe 30 centimetres on Saturday. That's quite good. This seems to be the way, as it's what happened last year at the end of the season as well. This is us just about, I think, on the last day of the season, playing in the fresh snow over at Côte last year. Well, the end of the season's there on the horizon. Hopefully these snow reports have been useful. We try and make them as honest as we can. So any thoughts for next year, how they can be improved, drop me a message. That's my email just there. I intend to keep doing them. We seem to have quite a lot of people subscribed now, so feel free to subscribe and don't miss anything next year. There we go, still skiing. The last day of the season is April the 6th. If you can squeeze a trip in before that, get in touch. You'll get a fantastic deal. If you're looking for something to do through summer and fancy a trip to central France, then take a look at where we live, which is here. We have 4 gîtes, or holiday homes, gîtes at Civray. Maybe we'll see you in shorts and t-shirt instead of jackets and thick trousers. All the best for now. I'm looking forward to next year already. Cheers.